Hello, this is Ganesh. Today we will learn how to generate variables in STATA using the existing variable, either it is character or the numeric variable. And in the later part, we will learn how to use keep and drop command in STATA. So let's start today's session. I'm going to use this data, and this is the command to import Excel file. I already explained how to import Excel file in Stata in previous video. You can check the description box or the playlist. So, okay, now we have our data set. This is our data set where we are going to generate variable named as male, which consists one for male and 0 for the female. For that, okay, we are going to generate using the generate command. The name of the variable will be male, which is equals to dot, means it is going to be a numeric variable. We generate the male, but still the values are missing. To replace the value, replace male equals to 1 if the gender is equals to male. Gender means gender variable. We already have this variable in our data set. That's why we are able to assign if the gender variable is equals to male. Replace this male with 1. Now all the males are replaced by 1. How about the female? They are still missing. For that, replace male equals to 0. This variable equals to 0 if the gender is equals to female. Now we successfully created the male variable. But this command will not work for some version. That's why I'm going to use another code for that will work for all version. For that, we should create variable as a string or the character, then we should de-string or it to the numeric one. For that, all the process is similar, but you should use double quotation instead of dot, and double quotation for the 1 and 0 also, so that it will be generated in the character form. Let's run this command and we will get the male variable 0 and 1 like this, but it is not in the numeric form. As we can see that the gender is also in red, male is also in red, means they are the character. To change this, let's run this command d-string male comma replace. Okay, now we already got the male variable which contains the value 1 and 0, and we can go for the further analysis. Okay, but what if we want to generate another variable here using this male, using the numeric value? For example, we want to generate female variable again here, which consists 1 for female and 0 for male. For that, simply generate female dot female variable is generated. Replace the female by 1 if male equals to 0. In the previous example, we used if gender equals to male because the gender is character variable. That's why we wrote the male within the double quotation. But here, if the male equals to 0 means the male is not the character, it is a numerical value. That's why we should not use the double quotation mark. Replace female 1 if the male equals to 0. It is replaced by 1. And replace female 0 if male equals to 1. It is generated. For example, to check it, 1 0 1 0 0 1 like this. Okay, so we successfully generate the binary variables, but do not use those two variables at the same time in regression analysis, because that will be dummy trap. We should exclude at least exclude the one dummy variable. Now, for example, if you want to use m instead of 1 in the male and f instead of 0 in this variable, but you want to use that male variable as a numerical variable for the further analysis. For that, this is the command. We should show the label, and then for that we should define the label. Then we should assign that label to the variable. Here, label define x. X is an arbitrary number. We can say, for example, a here. It can be a or anything. Label define a 1 one should be m and replace label define a. That should be similar because we are going to add this also to this label a0 for f and add this. If we run it, it will create the label define, but the important part is we have to assign this label values to mail variable. For that, label values for the mail variable using which label x, but not x, here it is a. That's why we have to use a. Label values mail a, it is changed here m and f. M for the male which was containing 1 and f is for the female which is containing 0. So for this, if you run another model in your analysis, then if you use the male variable, then it will use this section is a 1, this section is a 0. That means even it is showing the characters, but it is still a numeric value. To check it, you can check here summary statistics of the male. We are able to calculate the summary statistics of the male. Now, in the last part, I am going to tell you how to use drop and keep command to manage our variables smoothly. I am going to use this dataset instead of the earlier one to show you briefly. For example, I just want to keep the first variable. I can simply use keep the variable name. Keep this variable app1. When I run it, now it will be like this, means only the variable app1 will be kept and other will be deleted. And this for this one, keep app1 to cpp1 means from app1 to cpp1 it will keep up to here, but it will delete other variables. Let's run it. Now it deleted the other variable, but it kept app1 and cpp1. How about the drop command? Drop is opposite of the keep. For example, we use keep to keep the app1, but if we use drop app1, that means it will drop this particular variable. It is dropped and only app2, 3, 4 are retained. You can use the range app1 to cpp1. Okay, for example, I want to drop the variables from app1 to cpp1, then I should run this command app drop space app1 dash cpp1. From here to here will be dropped. See, only cpp2, 3, 4 and other variables are retained, and this is dropped. Okay, this is how to use generate command, level values, keep command and drop command to manage our data set for generating, assigning level values and keeping and dropping the variables. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe this channel.